Hello, my crafty friends. It's Marie from Marie's Vermont Creations, and here is my recent Lawn Fawn order. So I got the little free stamp, the Let's Talk About It, the star add-on for the How You Bean set, this free stamp set with my order, the Loads of Fun, which is a laundry set, and the On the Mend stamp set. And then I got the add-on to the Magic Iris, and then this pattern paper came free in my order. So I am going to take the On the Mend stamp set, and I'm going to make a mini slimline. So I have a piece of craft cardstock, which is cut to 5 3/4 by 2 3/4, and I'm going to take this bandage stamp. And I'm just going to use my block for all of my stamping today instead of the Misty because I wanted to do some random stamping. And I'm going to use my VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, and I'm just going to stamp this randomly all over this piece of paper going off the page so it looks like I took a piece of pattern paper and cut it down, but in fact I've made my own. Did I stamp every one of them perfectly? Absolutely not, but I will cover up most of that with my focal image and my sentiment, so don't stress about it too much. That makes the handmade portion of it all that much more handmade looking. Hallmark doesn't have misstamping on their stamps or on their cards. So I'm going to finish that up, add some to the corners just so it looks completely filled in. Again, like it looks like you cut some pattern paper. And you could do this with any of the images from the stamp set. There's some floral image. There's a little turtle with a hot water bottle on his back. And so I'm just going to clean up my mess. And then I'm going to take just a scrap piece of cardstock and stamp out the tissue box using the same Nocturne ink. And off screen, I'm going to color that with just a couple of Zig markers. Let's see which one I used. I used light beige to actually color the tissue, and then I used a fluorescent pink to color the box. And then off screen, I'm going to fussy cut those out because I didn't want to take out my scan and cut for just one little image. So this is just a great way to have a quick get well card in your stash. So here it is all cut out. And then I'm going to take the Get Well Soon sentiment from the stamp set and stamp that down using the same ink on this little scrap of paper, and then I will cut that out using my paper trimmer. And then I decided to adhere that flat to the bottom right hand corner of my panel, and then I decided that I was going to make the tissue box use an action wobbler to make it a little bit more interactive and a little less boring to the entire card. So once I get this stamped down and cut out, that's what we'll move on to. I have to admit that I looked for that card panel, that card base that you see right there, for a lot longer than I care to admit, but I cut that part out. So I'm just trying to figure out my layout of which way I want it to look best and cover up the spots that I didn't stamp quite as nicely. So that's why I decided to go in that bottom corner for the sentiment. And I'm just using some double-sided adhesive, just some double-sided tape to adhere that down so that'll be flat to the card. If you were looking to mail this and you wanted to save on the shipping, you could definitely put the tissue box down flush to the card and not have any issues with mailing. I mean, this will still mail fine, but because these do squish flat once you put them in the envelope. Question for you guys. I don't know if I actually use these correctly. I take the thicker piece of plastic and put it towards my image and then use the flat, skinnier portion and put that to the card. Is that how you guys do it, or do you do it the complete opposite? Let me know in the comments below how you use your action wobblers, or if you don't use them at all. So I'm just going to put that down, and of course you have to give it the obligatory spin to make sure that it's working correctly. And then I'm going to just adhere that whole panel down to my card base using some art glitter glue. Well, as I'm hunting for it here, I thought I cut all that part out, but I was looking for it, thinking I had it over tucked to the corner when, in fact, I'd already put it on the desk. Ay, ay. So I'm just going to glue that down, and I didn't add any further embellishments. You could add sequins. You could add some glitter to this if you wanted, using some shimmer pen, however you wanted to decorate it. You could color in your bandages on the back of the panel, but I decided to leave it all kind of simple. And then if you wanted, you could stamp one of the sentiments on the inside. So that is going to complete this quick and easy project, and stay tuned for some of the other products that I bought from Lawn Fawn. You'll see those in future projects. And as always, I hope that you have a great day.